Noah Bennett's wheelchair rolled silently along the smooth paths of Central Park, the autumn leaves crunching faintly beneath the tires. At 28, he'd grown used to the awkward stairs, the way conversations stopped when he entered a room, the stairs he could no longer climb. But today felt different. Today, he was heading to the Urban Wildlife Conservation Exhibit, a temporary sanctuary set up right in the heart of the city for rescued animals, a place that somehow called to him in a way nothing else had since the accident. 18 months ago, Noah's life shattered just like his spine. One moment, he was crossing his college campus, books under his arm, dreaming of designing sustainable buildings. The next, he woke in a hospital bed, the news crushing him. A drunk driver had taken his mother's life in a terrible crash while she was on her way to pick him up. Claire Bennett, his anchor, his rock, the woman who had worked 2 jobs just to give him opportunities, was gone. And Noah was left grappling with his own new reality, guilt knotting his stomach tighter than any injury ever could. The exhibit's entrance was marked by elegant wooden signs, winding paths thoughtfully designed for wheelchair access, a small detail that meant the world to Noah. As he approached the ticket booth, a volunteer named Janice greeted him warmly. Her voice carried an accent Noah couldn't place, but there was a familiarity there he couldn't quite shake. "Are you visiting alone today?" she asked. "Yeah," Noah replied, handing over his card. "I've been reading about your elephant program, the rescue stories." Janice's eyes lit up. "Oh, you'll love Maya. She's our matriarch, came from circus in Thailand that shut down because of abuse. She's been with us 8 years now. Very intelligent, very selective about who she trusts." Maya. The name settled deep in Noah's memory, though he couldn't say why. It meant illusion in Sanskrit, Janice explained, fitting, maybe because humans often think they understand animals when they really don't. Noah accepted his ticket and a map, and as he wheeled away, Janice's gaze lingered a moment longer than expected, though when he looked back, she was already helping someone else. The path to Maya's enclosure wound through an unexpectedly peaceful part of the park: trees, native plants, water features masking the distant city noise. Noah slowed down, not because he had to, but because he wanted to. For the first time in months, he was simply present, breathing in the earthy scent, watching squirrels dart, feeling part of something beyond his own pain. When he finally saw Maya, standing by the pond, majestic and serene, his breath caught. Her skin was lined with years of stories, her tusks trimmed short for safety. She moved with deliberate grace, spraying water over her back, seemingly unaware of the crowd watching her. Noah settled at the barrier, drawn in by the intelligence in her small dark eyes that seemed to hold decades of memory and sorrow. Then, something extraordinary happened. One of the younger elephants approached Maya, who wrapped her trunk gently around its head, a gesture so tender, so maternal, that Noah's heart squeezed with recognition. It reminded him of his mother, smoothing his hair in moments of pain, a protective love that transcended words. That's when Dr. Farouk, the head veterinarian, came over. Petite, with kind eyes, she noticed Noah's intense focus on Maya. "She reminds me of someone," Noah said, though he couldn't quite explain why. Dr. Farouk nodded. "Elephants have remarkable memories. Maya's been through almost 15 years of trauma, taken from her mother young, forced into a circus, isolated and broken. She learned to shut down emotionally just to survive." Noah felt his hands grip the wheels of his chair tighter. The parallel to his own trauma was stark. Both had been shattered. Both had learned to protect the parts of themselves that could still feel. Yet, Maya was healing slowly, trusting some humans, forming bonds with other elephants. Then came a moment Noah wouldn't forget. Maya stepped closer to the barrier, her massive form moving with surprising, quiet purpose. She studied him, as if trying to remember something or someone. "Has she ever approached a visitor like this before?" Noah asked, pulse quickening. "Never, Dr. Farouk whispered. "Not a stranger." Noah reached out, instinctively, stopping just short of the barrier. Maya's trunk swayed toward him, deliberate, intentional. He leaned forward, drawn to her like a magnet. And then everything shifted. His vision tunneled, his chest tightened, and he fell forward out of his wheelchair. When he came to, Maya was standing over him, her massive body shielding him from the crowd. Her trunk curved gently around him, not restraining, but protective, a barrier of comfort and calm. Paramedics arrived cautiously, guided by Janice's calm instructions to respect Maya's unusual behavior. Noah's heart pounded, yet being held by this enormous creature felt strangely safe, grounding. As the paramedics checked him over, Maya's eyes met his intelligent, familiar, almost knowing. "Maya," he whispered, and her ears flicked forward. Janice pulled him aside. "There are some old records about Maya. Things you need to know. Maybe we'll explain this." Connection. Noah's heart raced as they pored over faded photos from Maya's circus days. One image made his breath stop. A young boy in a wheelchair, reaching up to touch Maya's trunk backstage, a woman with a joyful smile behind him. His mother, Claire Bennett, and the boy was unmistakably Noah himself. The memories flooded back. A childhood trip to Thailand, a circus that his mother had taken him to despite everything, a gentle elephant who had treated him with a kindness no one else had. He remembered the feel of Maya's trunk on his wheelchair, the way she seemed to understand he was different. The memory had been buried, locked away beneath years of pain. "I didn't know. She remembered me," Noah said, tears streaming. "Elephants never forget," Janice said softly, "especially not those who mattered." Over the next days, Noah and Maya deepened their bond. He was given extended access to the enclosure, the chance to touch her, to be held in her gentle trunk's embrace. It was healing for both of them. They were teaching each other about trust, connection, and resilience. Janice uncovered more about Maya's trainer, Suraporn, a woman who had understood Maya's trauma and treated her with kindness, leaving the circus to protect the elephants. The records showed that among many children, Maya had only truly bonded with one boy in a wheelchair. Noah. Inspired, Noah began searching for Suraporn, tracking down contacts in Thailand, fueled by a new purpose. When he finally reached her, their reunion over video call was emotional beyond words. Maya responded instantly, her ears flicking at Suraporn's voice, her trunk reaching toward the screen. The woman who had saved her all those years ago was still carrying her memory like a precious treasure. Then came another surprise. Suraporn revealed a photo of a man, Samchai, a translator and close friend of Noah's mother during their trip, someone Claire had confided in but never mentioned to Noah. He had cared deeply for Claire and Noah and had never stopped hoping to reunite with them. The complexity of his mother's life, her sacrifices, her hidden love, weighed heavily on Noah. Maya seemed to sense Noah's turmoil, wrapping her trunk around him in comfort, a living reminder that love endures beyond loss and silence. Plans began to form. Suraporn would come to the U.S. to see Maya at her new sanctuary in Tennessee, and Noah would meet Samchai there too, bridging the past and present. The connection with Maya had given Noah a mission: advocacy, healing, a future beyond survival. But the newfound public attention brought challenges. Media crews arrived, eager to film the elephant who remembered, and Noah had to stand firm, protecting Maya's privacy, her dignity, reminding everyone that she was not a show but a sentient being deserving respect. In the sanctuary's rolling hills, Maya settled into her new home, forming bonds with other elephants, adapting with grace. Noah found peace walking beside her, sharing quiet moments of trust and companionship. The sanctuary became more than a refuge for Maya, it became a place of healing for Noah as well. A year later, the sanctuary's new education center celebrated Maya and Noah's story, inspiring visitors worldwide with a tale of trauma, memory, and hope. Maya, now a mentor to younger elephants and a symbol of resilience, continued to connect deeply with children with disabilities, teaching them the power of love and acceptance. Noah had transformed from a broken young man lost in grief to an advocate, a creator of programs blending elephant welfare with human healing. The journey had been anything but easy, But Maya had shown him that healing isn't about returning to what was, it's about becoming something new, shaped by loss and love. As Noah sat beside Maya on a quiet evening, the deep rumbling sound she made was more than contentment, it was a promise. A promise that no matter the challenges ahead meeting Sam Chai, relocating, public scrutiny, they would face it together, family bound by memory and heart. Their story, the elephant who remembered and the boy she never forgot, had become a beacon, a testament to the enduring power of connection, the possibility of healing, and the hope that even after everything seems lost, love can find a way back. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think about the ways trauma and memory shape both humans and animals? Can a bond like Noah and Maya's change how we understand healing? Share your thoughts below. Let's discuss what justice and care really mean, not just for people, but for all beings who carry memories of love and loss.
Vamos supor, ele falou negócio sério.
It is cold, yeah. Next one? Alright. Thank you, man. Hey, if you guys have any trouble, let somebody know. Please.
After the tree to hold on to.
Yeah, they're